What's good, everybody? Hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Spreading love, loving yourself, and being the absolute motherfucking greatest version of yourself at all motherfucking times. Hey, look, I'm trying something new today. I put together a PowerPoint presentation because I had this idea. I was like, why not enlighten people about the vegan journey? And just a little bit different, because this is gonna be no cuts, no edits. The only way I'm getting up is if baby girl start calling me, she start crying, or you know how I go. I don't want her to be in there crying, but look, I got my wine, got my PowerPoint ready. Oh, trying something new, you know what to do. All right, look, vegan. Why or why not? Look, 9 times out of 10, people who are not vegan, it is simply because of the upbringing. Whenever we're born, we come into life, and there's going to be different kinds of things that we learn depending on who we're around, depending on what they've learned, who they are, what they got going on. And what you see when you're a kid, it's like a sponge. You're going to absorb so much of that, and you think everything is right that you see the adults do. And not saying it's not right, because this is a lifestyle thing. This is do it if it is what is best for you. And so whenever I first started getting into my vegan journey, I asked myself, I was like, do I do this? Am I doing what I'm doing because I want to do it, or I'm doing what I'm doing because this is just what I learned and this is what I thought was right? Until you start questioning things. You start questioning things, and then you start answering things. But when you can do it for yourself, you answer them clearly. You're not thinking in the back of your head like, what would this person say? What would this person say? You are just flowing and doing your thing. And I tried it, and I first went vegan when I was 17 years old. And I'm not going to lie to you, I thought vegans were people who just ate salad and things of that nature. Like, I had no information on it, and I didn't really know too much about it, but I knew I wanted to change it because I wasn't feeling eating meat no more. Like, I started becoming more conscious about it, the energy behind it, everything. So I just started changing shit up. And I got a picture of Simnett Nutrition right here. He's another YouTuber. He is somebody that I've seen a lot of his recipes up here. He gives you even different workouts, different recipes you can do, but I just didn't follow along with too many of them because I didn't really have the feel for that. Like, I'm more on the raw vegan side. Not completely raw because I still eat rice and things like that. And this is Rezenkia Lee, aka, I meant to put Z, but she is a female bodybuilder who is also vegan as well. And I just wanted to give you a couple pictures to show what is possible, because anything is possible. Why would you tell yourself in your spirit that things are not possible? It is demeaning to you. You know you can, you know you will. Alright, this is what we got on the list. Vegan lifestyle, something I just covered a little bit of. What it can do, what you can eat, why you should, from my own personal experience, because like I said before in the bottom slide, choose what is right for you, because this may be for me, and I could give you a lot of information, enlighten you on a bunch of different motherfucking things, but at the end of the day, this might not be for you. And look, they got the meat products and shit over here. They got, look like some chicken or some steak and shit, but that's not what we're here for. You know what I'm saying? The power of vegan. What can it do for you? Alright, once I first started getting into it, I was breaking it down to more of what is best for you. What can this do? How can I be my greatest and my healthiest, and how can I still be strong? I still wanted to be strong. I didn't just want to be like frail and things like that. I still want to be strong. I still want to be putting on muscle, and as you can tell, not much that needs to be said. Oh, put on the motherfucking bed. What can it do? This is what I was looking at. What causes people to get sick? And what I learned is that it is a buildup of mucus, right? Which comes from an acidic diet. An acidic diet is food that is going to build mucus up instead of getting rid of it. What is the most acidic foods? Meat, junk food, all that bullshit that they be trying to feed you, all the bullshit that they promote. And I started looking into it. I was like, okay, got that, right? So what can get rid of mucus? The alkaline diet. Alkaline is foods that break down mucus, such as bell peppers, such as avocados, such as chickpeas, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And you just got to do your own research for what you want to start incorporating into your diet, because Me personally, I'm in the, some will call it a monastic routine or minimalist routine, but I just look at it as I'm free. I eat like the same thing every single day. I call it the God Bowl, and it consists of rice, chickpeas or lentils, any kind of beans, really. Chickpeas, lentils. I chop up some bell peppers, chop up some onions, some potatoes and carrots. Carrots sometimes if I got them. If not, I just put the potatoes in there with it. If not the potatoes, I just put the peppers in there and the onions. Saute that up. And then after that's all done, I put the rice in there, put that on top, put a little bit of seasoning in there depending on what you like, and then I chop up some avocado, put that in there, put some lime juice. Woo! That shit fire. And then I put a little bit of hot sauce. You know I gotta embrace the Mexican culture around here. Mexican and Puerto Rican, you know how we get down. What you can eat, my personal experience and diet, and look, it all flows. I forgot that was the next slide, but it all flows together, and how you can come at it. Look, that's what I do, and I've been doing the same thing. I've been eating like the same thing for, I told you I went vegan when I was 17. I am now 21, so it's been a beautiful 4-year journey. I think it just, it just passed 4 years in September, so it's fucking awesome. I feel good. And then they got a bunch of different things. Like whenever people are first getting into the diet, they start looking into the plant-based meats. They start looking into the plant-based sausages and pre-made meals and things like that. They be in the back of the Walmart where the milk and stuff is. You'll be able to see the whole aisle. They have vegan chicken tenders. They got all kinds of shit back there. But whenever you first get into it, that's what you want to start out with whenever you're first getting into it, because although it is healthier, it may not be as healthy as you think it really is. Like if you consisted on eating it, it may not do too much good. It'd be better than the regular thing, but this is like the starting point when you start getting into the vegan burgers, vegan hot dogs, this, that. That's a starting point, but you want to gradually continue to learn and move away from that. You want to continue to learn and grow and better yourself and expand your horizon. It's a beautiful journey. I love it ever since I started, and I'm not gonna step away from it. Why you should, in my own personal experience, the reason I went vegan is because I started looking at this, and I got onto my spiritual journey around the same time. Prior to me being vegan, it was probably a couple months before. And the way that I was looking at it was an energetic level. I was looking at it as animals are living things, right? And they're not stupid. You go through all these things they go through whenever they get killed, whenever they get chopped up, tortured, all that shit. They're not stupid. And there's even videos online of like animals crying like ducks with actual tears coming down their face and shit like that. But anyways, energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transferred, right? So whenever they die, that energy is still within them. Whenever that food is processed and then it meets your plate with your motherfucking fork and knife, that energy is still there. When it goes into your body, the energy is now within you, and that could be feelings of fear, depression, pain, agony, whatever it may be. And then on top of that, there's this doctor, Dr. Emoto. He did a bunch of research and shit and found that there is information in water, and then in our blood, like plasma and things like that. You know how you go to the donation center and you give plasma? Our plasma consists of 90% of water, so that water that's within us also has information. Like there's things even as far as to people talking to their water, because it's energy. Like they'll say positive affirmations. They'll be like, I am powerful, I am strong, or this is that powerful secret serum. Like I done did it before, wrote it on my caps and everything like that, but that information will then be within you, and I don't want anything like that within myself, because I want to be my healthiest, my strongest, and my best. So my personal experience, I keep that away from me, and I push that away, and I've gotten away from all that. Whenever I first got into it, I was actually vegetarian because I didn't know the difference between vegan and vegetarian. I didn't know that cheese and milk and all that stuff was a part of that vegan lifestyle. I just thought you don't eat meat anymore. So I had a lot to learn, and I'm still learning right now. I try different things. I try different rice bowls. I'll even sometimes go to Chipotle and order me a burrito. You know how it go down, but I've been staying away from Chipotle. I made that a thing for myself. I'm gonna chill out for a while because you could just tell the difference. And also I see the difference in my face. Like if I start eating something different, I might start getting pimples here, here, and here, you know. And they say the food that you eat, it can be seen in your face. Like the people, it's a representation of who you are, or not who you are, but what you are eating, you know. And you want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself on every single level. Off the top, I wanted to come off the top of my head with that personal experience. And then also, it's just crazy because a lot of stuff seems to come together. Because I remember being at my grandpa's house on his farm, and he had a nice little farm. Like he had a peach tree and everything like that. And now a peach tree and shit like that would be so fucking awesome. But he had him a nice, beautiful garden, and he had carrots in that mug. I'm pretty sure he had tomatoes. He had the peach tree. I feel like he had an apple tree, but I feel like it came from the same tree, but I don't really remember. But it was awesome, and I remember picking carrots out the ground and eating them straight up. I was probably like 10 or 11 years old, but it was just awesome, and how things come together. I knew this was the way to go for me whenever it came across my mind. Like I was eating Subway every single day because I was on my healthy journey. I was doing my push-ups. My boy Alex put me onto this ab workout, and it was up since then. I think that was like late junior year, beginning of senior year. But that's how I got into the working out, and then the vegan came along with my spiritual journey, just staying open-minded to different things and wanting to better myself, put myself in the greatest position I could be in. And so it all came together, and I seen it all, watched it all, and I still am now. I'm 4 years into the journey, and I know I'm going to learn so much because I already have. But it's a beautiful journey when you try things new, and you want to make sure you choose what is right for you. I got my man Marcus Aurelius right here. He was in the... I forgot it. I got his credentials right here. But he's an emperor. He's an emperor. I got it right here. Look. Marcus Aurelius Antonius was Roman emperor from 161 to 180, before they even had AD and shit like that. And a Stoic philosopher. He was a member of the Nerva Antonine dynasty, the last of the rulers, later known as the 5 Good Emperors. And the reason I put a picture up here of him is because I just got one of his books right now, and I really am looking forward to reading it. I read like the first page of it. I got it for free at the Salvation Army, meditations and stuff like that. I'm on my spiritual journey, so I love it. But after all this information and everything that I said, and I first said this when I started the video, you want to make sure you choose what is right for you, because when people talk about getting healthy, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to go vegan or you need to be pescatarian or whatever area you want to put behind it. You can eat meat still, but you can just choose healthier meals for yourself, healthier preservatives. You can start eating fruit instead of candy. They call fruit nature's candy anyways. There is a way to put yourself in a better position and take care of yourself, because this right here, this is our motherfucking fort. This is our fucking pyramid. This is everything. This is everything. This is our machine, and you want to take care of it, because my thing is longevity. Man, I'm going to crack 110 years old. I done said like 107, 105. I'm going to crack 110 years old because I want to see my family strive. And not only that, I want to show them that health is wealth. If you take care of yourself, you will be good. And that's on all levels. You want to take care of your mental. You want to take care of your physical. And you want to take care of your gut health. Most importantly, because you've heard it time and time again. You are what you eat, and it's a fact. Whenever I'm eating like this, or even when I do days when I'm fasting, because even getting into this journey has taught me how to fast, because that's what I first started doing when I started out, was intermittent fasting. I still do it today, just a little bit different. It's when you eat one big ass meal a day and then you fast for so many hours. Like if you eat this meal, then you fast for another 23 hours, another 16 hours. But I was eating one meal a day because what I started learning was that it allows you to maximize muscle mass whenever you're working out. It allows for a boost in energy. And then there's another thing. Maximize muscle mass, boost in energy. And I'm pretty sure that's it. Maximize muscle mass, boost in energy. But all around, Oh, and burn fat for energy whenever you are working out and moving around and things like that, because of the food that you're putting in, and then that all that time that goes by, there's nothing on your body. So what's already in your body is good, so everything else is just going to naturally get away from you. You'll notice that your gut health feels better. You'll notice that whenever you go to take a shit, your stomach isn't really hurting like that, or you're not blowing up the toilet like that. You start to notice that you're not musty like that no more, because the reason people start to be musty and stuff like that is because the inside of their body stinks, and that comes from the meat products or the junk food or the bullshit, because meat really is going to decompose after it's been in your body for a little minute. Even if you take a piece of meat and you put it outside, I've heard people say like maggots and stuff will start forming from it. And I done seen a lot of different videos, people putting the ass of a pig in there in the grinder and shit like that and mixing it with everything else. Or if the meat is starting to go rotten, they just mix it with the meat that's already good if it's a little bit and just get it back in there. And I'm not I'm not trying to bash eating meat or nothing like that. I just want people to make the healthiest decision for themselves, so they can not only be here and be present, but be here for the families as well, because everybody plays such a big and great part in their lives as well as other people's lives, and other people's lives may not be as much as you know, but it is there. So please take care of yourself. You don't have to go vegan. You don't have to be vegetarian or pescatarian or nothing like that. There's even people who are liquidarians who don't eat food at all. And when I started learning about this shit, I'm like, how? You know? But we're just getting back to source. We're getting back to who we are. I done learned about grounding, sun gazing. Sun gazing helped me to go vegan as well. Sun gazing, fasting. I done fasted one time for like 3 days, and I was looking at it like, bro, we don't even need food, because our cells, I think it's the bad cells or just cells in general. I was learning about it. I had to go back and check it out, but they say, I'm pretty sure the bad cells, whenever you're fasting, the bad cells will break open and they release hydrogen, and that hydrogen is our water for our body, so we make our own water anyways. That's even for dry fasting. You're not drinking no water, you're not eating no food. And I done heard of motherfuckers do it for like 40 plus days. You get what I'm saying? Shit is crazy, but it's just when you start diving into what can the body do, what can you do, what is possible, how can I make this happen for myself? Because when you ask the how questions, how can I do this, how can I do that, it's going to allow your mind to start being creative in so many different ways. It's going to make you think about things and dive deep into things, go into the rabbit hole of anything that you are trying to learn or develop for yourself, or putting energy into anything, because it is going to grow. I love this, man. This is most definitely a vibe. I wanted to try something new for myself, and I put together this PowerPoint, and I was like, let's go make a video. I thought about this idea earlier, took me a koosh, and I woke up and it was still on my mind, so I'm like, let's get into it. And I didn't want to make no cuts in this. I didn't want to do nothing like that, because I wanted to give y'all more of a part of who I am, where I'm coming from, what I'm talking about, what I'm doing, and the flow. It's just gonna get better and better, and I really enjoy this. So I'll most definitely, when I come up with an idea, something that I could put into a PowerPoint, I'll most definitely make another video on this. But I love y'all, and my whole point of this is for you to take care of yourself for every single way that is best for you. I love you. Take care of yourself in every way. Just finishing up editing the motherfucking video, and I wanted to remind y'all this, because I was gonna just write it out and put it in the motherfucking slide at the end of the video, but I wanted to tell you, the body has the power to heal itself from all diseases. Yes, all diseases. If you do your research on herbs and herbal remedies and fasting and properly taking care of your nutrition, your physical and your mental health, then you will be good through all things. And also, last but not least, I hear people talk about when it comes to vegan, oh, you lose your survival instincts. I don't necessarily think so. I think if you know how to protect yourself, you know how to fight, you know you are protected by all that is, the universe or God or whatever it is that you believe in, and you are one with yourself, you will always be safe, you will always be protected. And then that could go on into knowing how the fuck to fight, knowing how to survive, knowing how to protect yourself from outside sources if they were to be violent or trying to attack you in that manner. Then okay, defend yourself. Get that motherfucker away from you. But you will survive.
power, mind, spirit, body, strong. Oh.